Round 4, we got Corbin Hostler on the other end. WotC coverage Corbin H. And look at this whitelist. They're not even being subtle about it. Rigged. This hand's great. Needs a token maker, but we get a scry. We're on the play. I actually didn't mention this, or forgot to, in the deck building when I was talking about how the single color mana base is really sweet because you don't need fetches. You, in addition to not having to pay the life, you also don't have to worry about your scry being nulled. Because what happens fairly often is you'll be on the play, and you'll have a turn 1 play, but that play will be off of a fetch land, and so your scry just doesn't happen. Temple of Triumph. Oh, brother. Oh, brother. Reveal Temple of Triumph, plays Sacred Foundry. So if I had to guess, I would say Bring to Light Scape Shift is almost certainly what we are up against. What that means in terms of matchup, I don't know, because it's quite a slow combo deck, but they have enough ramp to get to Bring to Light, which gets them like Damnation and stuff. And I bet they have a bunch of Clasms in the board. So I don't know. We'll have to see. I just love the Temple of Triumph reveal Sacred Foundry ploy. Like maybe it's Norin the Wary or like Soul Sisters with red. I guess it's not. It can't be Scape Shift, right? Because their temples aren't the red ones. I thought for a second that this was like the blue-green temple, but this has to be some Soul Sisters nonsense. Why else would red-white need a temple? Don't have an answer for myself quite yet. Let's go on a scouting mission. Flavorful scout. Ooh, prison. So it's, you know, Pillow Fort, something like that. Well, I can never beat this card in a million years. So, that being said, let's try and get in a crap ton of damage exactly next turn. And then draw a bunch of grenades. Sounds like a plan. My ideal draws for the rest of the games are just grenades. Foundry Street Denizen would be nice on this exact next turn. The good news is, the war zone, not that contested. I think we're safe and secure. We have a lockdown over the war zone for now. I don't know what the turn 2 plays are from these decks. I guess I should F3. I do have a Fanatic. Miss out on that F6 value. Boom Bust? Oh, I called it from the flagstones. Alright. Well, I don't get to Bushwhacker now, which is annoying. Could just draw land. Hello. Just gets a little extra damage in this turn. What? Oh. And then the prison comes down next turn, and we lose. I think this gets my opponent at... Yeah. See, that's a really unfortunate number, because a Goblin Grenade is one off a lethal thanks to Fnatic. But I do get to get 2 in here. Grenade is just lethal. Not so much. Crucible of Worlds. Well, let's go ahead and get in for 2. If I had one more land, I could get in for 3, but not so fortunate. I will pay 2 for this attacker. Yes. The real question is what life gain, because clearly I'm not getting in the ground anymore. At least not, you know, effectively. But I don't know what... Ooh, that gains life. That gains life. Ooh, needed a land there. Yeah, land would have been nice, but I actually get to attack a Johnny for free. Ghostly Prison. Yeah, people mess this card up, but it doesn't actually stop you from attacking Planeswalkers. Might as well attack with both. I've seen a lot of people mess that up. In fact, it's like almost core to the strategy of the Pillow Fort deck that people don't know this interaction, so that they can do this curve. And the opponent's just like, oh, I have to time walk myself to take out the Planeswalker. Not so. Not so. That's why, I mean, this card was printed years before Planeswalkers existed. Champions of Kamigawa. But, that's why new forms of this effect, like, you know, Sphere of Resistance and stuff, are worded slightly differently. Wrath of Gude. Really need a land here. Well, shucks. Not so reckless, not whacking many bushes. Just kind of chilling. We got so close this game. Man, that stinks. That boom bust was brutal. I'm actually going to get in for 2 here? Oh, Helix. Come on, man. Friendly game. Friendly game. Meh. No win condition yet. And these decks don't really have traditional card drawing. I mean, their card drawing is something like Crucible. So we might have time. It's possible. Not crazy likely, but possible. RRR. Fulminator? Ooh, it is Fulminator. A 2/2 is kind of a showstopper. Yeah, all these turns where I've had 3 mana, where 4 mana would have been very different game state. I just need the 2-power thing. As soon as I see a win condition, I'll concede. I guess that's not true. I can just run off 2 grenades. Alright, I guess this is just a supplementary plan. So let's talk about Boom Bust for a second. One of my other favorite cards of all time is Flagstones of Trick Hair. And the Boom Bust Flagstones interaction I absolutely love, and I built like 3 decks that used these interactions or you know were based around flagstones in some way, and recorded with a couple of them. And every single time I went to record with them, the recording got messed up. Like the audio got corrupted once. One time the mic just wasn't on, and I didn't realize until halfway through recording. Another time, the files just like disappeared. Yeah, all very weird stuff. So I just kind of shelved it. I was just like, this deck is cursed. I'm just gonna play some more fresh brews because I'd been working on those decks for weeks. To know, you know, I didn't publish anything. Nothing happened from it, so I gave up on it. But one of those builds in particular is really, really good against Eldrazi. So maybe I'll do that next week. Make a note of that. Boom Bust. Where's my notepad? Boom Bust deck versus Eldrazi for Modern Maniacs. Maybe I'll do that for yeah, for the next video. Anyway, I don't think we can ever win in a million years. That sound about right? Gonna need these. Gonna need these and this. Blood Moons don't really do it. I mean, I guess I can win if I just draw a bunch of grenades. That's really what it comes down to. Like, the pile drivers aren't even that good because prison and stuff. And Helix, Path Bolt, Clasm. Yeesh. No bueno. Even though bolts aren't good, I think I want them. I need these. I need the one drop. I guess I don't need this one or this one. Those are 2 free outs. The Fanatics aren't great either. I can shave a couple of those. I mean, they kill Mind Sensor, and I don't have to worry about... Like, I want 1-drops enough that I'm willing to play a couple, and then of the 1-drops that I can cut, I think Fnatic is passable. So then we'll just go 4th pile driver and some bolts. Alright. Not happy about it. Again, one of the advantages of the Aturka version of this is that you get ways to kill enchantments and things like Aturka's Command that act as skull cracks. No, this has got to be a mulligan. Alright. Well, I think these are 2 of the more important cards in the matchup. So at least that might work in our favor. But this hand definitely looks too slow. To get underneath the prisons, the Fort of Pillows. I don't mind being a little mana heavy against Boom Bust, but I need some Bushwhackers. Not having a 1-drop is a beating too on the play. Oh, you're late. You are late. Gotta go bottom. I'm on the play. If I was on the draw, I'd snap keep and play it on 1. But I gotta find Bushwhackers. Plus, like, my Mug War Marshals make their spot removal not good. I don't really want to play a creature that spot removal is actually effective against, so. Hope. Boom Bust. Yeah, pretty strong. Pretty strong. Alright, we found our Bushwhacker. Fade Ghostly Prison one time. One time, fade the Ghostly Prison. Don't do it. Okay, I can beat that. Maybe. Not gonna pay, gonna Bushwhack this turn. No, thank you. Too pricey. So get him for 8, they gain 2 back. I'm saying they, it's Corbin. He gains 2 back. So I am gonna have to fade a little longer, get in some more damage so that I can get him into double grenade range. Yeah, that's a beating. And I have to send 2 at it, which is extra unfortunate. I can hold the Goblin Guide. Obfuscate a little, what? These at a Johnny, this at face. The Finks just blocks the Goblin going to the face. No blocks. Am I going to get restoed? That would really stink. Please don't do that. Woof. All right. I don't want to pay these, and I do want to pay these. Oops. Yes. 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 Sorry, buddy, can't afford it. Too many mouths to feed. You were going anyway. Actually, without Tabernacle, I probably would have paid. Ooh la la! We are getting there. Still not sure why you didn't block last turn. Unclear. Unclear at this time. Please have all lands. I don't think I can beat any spells. Play Goblin Guide and bash with everything. Magus eats the guide. Get him to 13. Throw 2 grenades at his face. And draw to 4 bolts. Or running Goblin Bolt. If he has Helix, I think I'm dead no matter what anyway. And I don't have enough mana to like pay for this Tabernacle and get a Bushwhacker turn together. That's just not going to happen this game. And I don't think I can win if I spend the grenade on the Magus either. Because, you know, half his deck is just effects like this, taxing or fogging in some way. All right. This Ghost Quarter acts as a filter too. Arid Mesa, alright. Well, it's not a gain life, but it is a free card. Oh no, that doesn't bode well. No, be a Bolt, not a Helix. Probably just plays Helix, honestly. 18 life, my god. Well. You want to talk about nightmare matchup? You thought that first matchup was a nightmare matchup. This is a deck that just... It's like a pet fringe deck that has been around forever, that incidentally is insane against Eldrazi, I'm sure. Because you have the LD aspect that's great against their specialty lands, and then a Johnny of Engine is just great against Eldrazi. I guess the Tabernacle both taxes them and can just block their whole squad. The Helixes are not that great, but obviously they're not there for that matchup. But yeah. GG's Corbin, you got me. One more to go.